Hello everyone, just another quick update, and as you can see I've got trains running on both lines now, so just follow this one round a bit. I've not done anything over here, still waiting for points, but as you can see I've got both lines in over here, and I've put down the buildings for the other station. I think this is pretty much how I'm going to have the platforms laid out. So we've got the two GCR lines here, and then we're going to have the two lines for the Great Western here. If I spin around, you can see where this track comes in. That's one of the Great Western tracks. The other one will come off this point and around into that platform there, and go all the way along down here. Now, I've had a bit of a thought, a bit of a track alteration thought actually, for down here. I've got a loop on that line, the second one over there, but I have no loop on this line at the moment. So I'm thinking of adding a point here and moving this whole station back and running another line down where the platform is now, through there, and then rejoining back here again. So there'll be three lines across, actually just down here, with the station moved just here. So we can either go straight through or come into the loop line for the platform. I think that'll give a bit more running options down here with the three lines through. Now I've also popped a building up down here, so that's how that's going to feature over there. So I still need to finish those two lines going into that shed, but that's actually proved really useful, being there, being able to move locos onto the fronts of trains in either station and take them away again. So I'm really pleased with how useful that small section is actually. So just down here, just in this area here, I'm going to be hopefully bringing a road up down here, turn the corner here, and just put some. Remember, if you see my old videos, you know I've got about 1 million houses. So I was going to build a small sort of street scene here that backs onto the railway line there, and of course it provides the houses for the workers for there, and the street scene will come around the front of the station down here. So although there's not a massive amount of room, I can get away with just running a road down the front, I think, just down here. So not a great deal has happened. I'm over here. I'm still waiting on the points to arrive. So I'm still just messing around with the templates and seeing how that fits together. Over here, I've messed around with this a little bit more, moved it, put it back. I think that's where it's staying, in that kind of configuration over there. So water tower's arrived. But that's pretty much it for over there. I've been mostly testing the lines up here, just moving stuff around. So that loop line there is actually really quite useful, just to park stuff in. But I'm pleased with how it's going so far. There was a couple of derailment issues just over on these long crossings, but I've since sorted that out. Had a bit of a relay on that connection there, and that seems to have solved that derailment issue. So I think the job for the weekend might be to, well, the job for Sunday now might be to just add in that point there. I can just go scavenge a couple of points from over there. Add the points in here, put the loop line in down here, and add the points here, and kind of shorten this wall up a lot down here. So this is, of course, the platforms and everything from the old station, just reused a bit down here. I've got to rebuild that platform there and that one there. These aren't straight. They were cut for the tracks on the other layout, so I think they just need recutting straight. So probably new platforms actually. And the overbridge that I had, the pedestrian bridge, doesn't fit at all. It doesn't span these lines at all. So that needs either adjustment or rebuilding. I've got to cover up that sign. That's now far too modern. So I've got to do something about that sign. As you can see, I've been getting out more locos and giving them a bit of a test run. I have a Ginty, I think it's a Ginty, over here that the motor is bad basically, so I've hacked the motor out, and we'll use that for double heading or banking purposes, I think. So this is the kind of thought I had. Just drag it around as a banking loco. I've removed all the electrics and everything, and there it all is just there. So that motor is bad. It's stuff. It doesn't work. So I thought rather than repair it, I have another one of these anyway. It can go double head with something, probably the other Ginty, or as you can see, it's what it's doing right now. Just providing some banking assistance. So I might use that to go up the incline when that's built. Here it is. So it's just freewheeling around now. It's perfectly happy doing that. So I've been experimenting with what I can do down here. As you can see, I've got some freight stuff out. I've got something in the loop line. When stuff backs in here, this isn't as long as I'd really like it to be. So what we end up doing is running really short freight trains, goods trains into the Great Central Yard. But I kind of get the feeling that they would have been local short freight trains anyway, so goods trains anyway, so there's not really a great loss there. I did discover that the back-to-back measurements on the front wheels of these two locos, these are the B17s, are incorrect. So they derail pretty much on every single point going around. So I haven't got a wheel gauge. I'm going to have to borrow one from Chris, but I'm sure once we get those set right on both locos, they'll be running quite nicely. But yeah, I think I'm just going to carry on now and do some more testing tonight. Let's try and get that in focus. There we are. Yeah, do some more testing tonight, I think. Let's going to get some decent shots of the Great Central station there. I was toying with the idea of removing the Sherwood Central signs from Chris's old station, but then I thought, well, actually we could probably keep this as Sherwood Central as a bit of a homage to the Chris's old layout, and it's a Great Central station anyway on the imaginary line here, so we might as well just reincorporate it, and this is Sherwood Central as Chris had it on his layout basically. That's what I thought, you know, we just build it back into the story of the railway. Anyway, I'll leave you at that for now.